There is only 2 days left for the center map release on ARK Survival Ascended, but we have a serious problem with the scorched earth and how things work in this game. One of the most prominent features of this map is that the environment is so harsh that it can damage your electrical generators. This new feature made living on scorched earth very difficult. To make up for that, they added a new structure called wind turbines that can use the power of the wind and turn themselves into generators and keep producing electrical power for your base, but you needed a good amount of wind to be able to run your windmills all the time. So you needed to find a good windy spot in ARK Survival Evolved. But forget all about that, because in ARK Survival Ascended Scorched Earth, the electrical generators do not decay, and on top of that, the windmills are running all the time all over the map, ignoring the wind. Even with 20% wind, the windmills are working non-stop. They only don't work in caves. Well, I guess thanks for that. Caves have zero wind, so windmills don't work. Also, the windmills have a huge range now. It's way more than the electrical generators, but thankfully the tank generator is still on top. It has the most range. Also, they have no cap, so you can place as many as you want, unlike the electrical generators that are capped at 3. Honestly, I have no idea what's the point of that. Also, with the windmills, you can build a simple turret tower that doesn't need any gasoline, runs all the time, can power a huge area. If you build it right, it cannot be flame arrowed, even though it is treated as a wooden structure, so it's fragile. You can't just leave it outside. People can easily destroy that. 2x1 going 5 high should be enough to cover the windmill, so you can build a little turret tower pretty easily with this. It does work on the island, even though island has no wind indicators. In ARK Ascended, it works all the time, but as far as I can see, it's based on the sun. In ARK Survival Evolved, it works between 7 AM to 8 PM. It just doesn't work in nighttime. At ARK Survival Evolved Scorched Earth, at 20% wind, it starts at 10 PM and ends at 3 AM. But if you can get 65% wind, it starts at 5 PM and it ends at 8 AM. So these percentages are showing you how long the windmill is gonna work. That's why higher is better. With 20%, you're just gonna get power 20% of the day. That's why you need as high as possible, which in some areas it's 100%. So you have wind power all the time, all around the day. But here is another thing. Unfortunately, we can't see or feel the wind in ARK. We can feel the earthquakes in Aberration, but wind is just a no. It doesn't affect the player in any way. Also, it doesn't affect the dinos, not even the flyers. They only exist on paper. Also, the electrical storm doesn't affect the generator. It doesn't turn it off. It doesn't affect the tech suit, but it does affect the tech saddles, does stop the tech rifle and the cryopods, also the chainsaw, but the generators are unaffected by this weather event as well. So all these things are the base of the main problem. They are still, after all these years, releasing new content, which is pretty great, but without fixing the most basic issues, it's kinda irritating. I understand keeping a game like this stable is a difficult job, but can we just keep the prominent features like scorched earth, heat, damaging generators, and looking for a good windy spot for the windmills? These are pretty iconic things for this map. How can we not have that, right? So the third map of ARK Survival Ascended is about to be released. I'm guessing the center map will bring a lot of new features, and I just wanted to point out this. So let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, dear watchers, and I'll see you on the next one.